Hey guys, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to do a quick lower back pain sequence, so very gentle, to really massage out, get our spine moving, and hopefully make you feel nice and relaxed and released. Now we're going to start in standing position, so take our feet to hip distance apart, really ground down through our big toes and spread our little toes or all other toes. Activate our kneecaps and our tailbone towards the earth, really send our fingers towards the earth, open up our chest, and close down our eyes. Start to focus on the rise and fall of your breath as we come into the class today. Inhale, feel your belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, release. Inhale. Feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, release. Start to create a beautiful, full, even breath. Big, full inhale and big, full exhale. We're going to inhale, take our fingers wide, really reach towards the sides of the room, send our shoulder blades down the back, fingertips touching above the head, and exhale, bring our hands back to heart center. Once more, inhale, really reaching, arms up overhead, fingertips touch, and exhale, back to heart center. Once more, inhale, up overhead, fingertips touch, and this time we're going to take our arms back down beside our body. Let's really send our fingertips towards the earth here, ground down through our toes, activate our kneecaps, find length in the spine for our Tadasana, our mountain pose. So breathe here. Don't forget that beautiful breath we just started to cultivate. Inhale, lengthening, finding evenness in the body, really pushing down through all four corners of your feet. And exhale, letting go. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to inhale, place our hands on our hips, really gain lengthen the spine. And exhale, we're going to bend our knees and gently fold forward, but just come halfway. Inhale, round out the spine, vertebra by vertebra, come back to standing. Lengthen the spine and exhale, we're going to fold forward a little deeper. Crown of the head pointing towards the earth. Inhale, round up, vertebra by vertebra, really tuck our tailbone under, again, lengthen the spine once more. And exhale, we're going to fold forward all the way now. So bent knees as much as you need to relax the shoulders, the neck, the head. Now you can release your hands from your hips and put them on your shins here, if that feels good for you. So melt the shoulder blades down the back. You might gently sway side to side here in our Uttanasana, our forward fold. When we're ready, we're gently going to place our hands on our shins, and on our next inhale, we're going to slide our hands up to the tops of our knees and push away to our halfway lift. Shoulder blades down the back, straight spine. Exhale, fold forward back into your Uttanasana. Inhale, come on up again, hands from shins to tops of knees, push away. And exhale, fold. You guessed it, one more. Inhale, come on up, halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Start to feel the lower back relax and release. You might sway a little bit more side to side. And we're going to bend our knees really generously, plant one hand down and then the other. And we're going to step back into a tabletop position. So we want, in a tabletop position, our knees to be in line with our hips and our hands underneath our shoulders. So I want us to really spread our fingertips here, really grip the mat. So we're not just hanging out, putting all the weight into our wrists. We're really protecting our joints. So just notice the weight distribution. Sway side to side. Sending the weight into each fingertip, each knuckle, You might gently sway forward and back. When we're ready, we're going to come to neutral, really push away from the mat, send our shoulder blades down the back. We're going to come into our cat-cow, so we're going to lower our belly, open up our chest to the front of the room, and our gaze goes up. Cow. Now on our exhale, we're going to tuck our tailbone under, draw our navel towards our spine and our chin to chest. Cat. Inhale to our beautiful cow. And exhale to our cat. Flow here at your own pace. Just observe the sensations. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral when you're ready. And we're going to take our knees as wide as is comfortable here. So we're coming into a child's pose. So you might want your knees really wide, or you might just have them hip distance apart. We're sending our hips towards our heels. Walking our fingertips forward, our forehead comes down onto the mat. Beautiful deep breaths here. Inhale, breathing into that lower back. And exhale, gently releasing. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, sigh out any last tension. Really melt it all into the mat. Your next inhale, we're gently going to roll on up, back into our tabletop position. Walk our knees in. We're going to walk our hands forward a little bit and come down onto the mat. So lower down onto the mat. Rest here for a moment. Make it feel nice. We're going to make sure our hands are underneath our shoulders. The tops of our toes are pushing into the mat, or mine are slightly off. We're going to push into the tops of the toes, the hips, and raise the shoulders up into our baby cobra on our next inhale. And exhale, lower. I'm going to practice that a few times. Inhale, shoulder blades down the back, push into the hips, the toes, the hands, come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, rise on up, squeeze the shoulder blades together down the back. And exhale, lower down, relax onto the mat. Find that breath. Already we're going to push into our hands, come back into our tabletop position. And we're going to either go into our downward facing dog or our puppy here. So option one is to simply have the hips and knees in alignment. Walk our hands forward and melt our chest to the earth. So that's our puppy. Breathing here. Now if you'd like downward facing dog, you can tuck the toes under, send the hips away, chest towards the thighs, and breathe here. Either version is perfect. There is no right or wrong. So find your breath wherever you are. And wherever you are, try and squeeze the biceps towards the ears and the chest towards the thighs, really opening up our shoulder blades. If you're in your downward facing dog, you might pedal one heel and then the other, gently waking up the hips, the calves. And wherever we are, we're all going to come back to our tabletop position. So walk our hands underneath our shoulders, take our time. We're going to tuck our toes under wherever we are, walk our hands towards our knees, and roll on up. So we're just going to gently tuck our tailbone under, roll on up wherever we are. Now you can have your toes up or you can turn your toes back, whatever feels comfortable for you once you're up here. And we're going to get the heel of our palm into that fleshy part of our glute. So just gently massage here. So we're not going to go into full camel today, but we're just going to gently massage side to side with our inhales and exhales. So inhale, find a little bit of length, and exhale, just massage into that area, going side to side. If you are at a little bit more advanced level, you can have your hands on both areas of the lower back, lengthen the spine and send the hips forward on your exhale. Just go to wherever feels good for you. Wherever we are, we're all going to come straight back up, lengthen the spine, place our hands back onto the ground. We're going to turn our toes to one side of the mat. So it doesn't matter what side you do. I'm going to sweep mine to the right and come on over to seated. So wherever you are is perfect. So we're all going to come into seated and we're going to lengthen our right leg out. We're going to bring our left foot in towards our groin, so get it in as far as it can. And then we're going to turn this knee out, pushing it into our thighs. So I want us to all get our hands next to our glute here, because the automatic reaction is to round our spine here to try and get straight legs. But what we want is a straight spine. So get our hands next to our hips and really lengthen our spine here. So really try and lift up, lengthen as much as you can. And once you have, inhale, arms wide, up overhead, length, 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 shoulder blades down the back. And once we've got that length, then we fold. So fold forward, our hands might be on the ground, we might be only folding 40 millimeter, we might be able to grab the foot, they might be on the shin, anywhere in between. And just relax. Melt the head, neck, shoulders. And just focus on that rise and fall of your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And your next inhale, gently roll on up. Nice and slow. Find that length in the spine again. Shoulder blades go down the back. We're going to pick up this right foot and place it over our right leg. Pick up our left foot. Put it over our right leg. The left foot is on the ground wherever we can get it. That right foot is still flexed. We're going to inhale, rise up our right arm, and we're going to wrap it around our left knee. So right arm, left knee. Left hand goes behind us. So inhale, again, lengthen the spine, same as we tried to do before. And once we have that length, that little space between each vertebra, then we just gently start to revolve towards the left. And it's a motion here. We inhale, gaining length and space in the body. And then we're exhaling, gently relaxing and releasing. Inhale and exhale. Your gaze might be towards the side of the room, or you might go over that left shoulder if that feels good for your neck. Just work where it feels natural and good for your body, flowing with your breath. When we're ready, send our gaze back to center. We're going to pick up this left foot, put it back where it was. We're going to lengthen it out, and we're going to pick up our right foot and bring it in to our groin as far as we can go. So get it in there, and once we're there, we're going to put that foot towards our left thigh and fold that right knee out. Now, same thing, hands beside us, length in the spine. We're not rounding through, shoulder blades down the back, navel towards spine. Inhale, hands up overhead, reach. And exhale, gently fold forward, relaxing the head, the neck, the shoulders. So the shoulder blade should still be melting down the back here. We're not rounding them up towards our ears. They should be as further away from our ears as possible. Focus on that rise and fall of the breath. You might sway gently side to side. Relax the forehead, the jaw, the tongue, the neck. Release. And when you're ready, inhale, roll on up. Nice and tall. Then I pick up our right foot. I got it right this time, and put it over towards our left. So over our left leg. Same deal, get length in the spine here. We're going to raise our left hand up and wrap it around our right knee. Right hand goes behind us. Our shoulders are even here. So inhale, find that length. And exhale, just gently revolve. Flowing with our breath here. It's not a competition on how far we can go. We want to leave our ego at the door and just take time to check in. Take time to explore, observe without judgment the sensations of our body, the movement of our breath, the patterns of our mind. To inhale, find that length, and exhale, you might revolve a little further. When you're ready, gently release, come back to the center, pick up that right foot, put it back. I'm going to turn back onto my mat now. And we're going to bring both feet in towards our hips and roll on down, vertebra by vertebra, until we're relaxing on the mat. So just wriggle our shoulder blades down away from the ears, tuck our tailbone under so we can feel our lower back really pressing against the mat. Walk our heels in as close as we can towards our hips and just make sure our feet are hip distance apart, so not further apart. We want them, wriggle them in, make sure they're hip distance. So grab the side of your mat if you have a mat here or even a towel, whatever you've got, to really help squeeze your shoulder blades together. So we're going to inhale again, lengthen the spine, and exhale, we're going to really push into the big toes and the soles of the feet to help lift the hips up into our bridge pose. So our hips are going up, our chin goes towards our chest, our shoulder blades are into one another, and we're squeezing our knees in together. Breathing here, a beautiful bridge pose. Inhale, send the hips a little bit higher. And exhale, gently roll down and release. Feel that lower back really press against the mat. And breathe here for really 3 beautiful big breaths. Bring one knee into your chest and then the other, and give yourself a nice hug. You might rock side to side. You might take your knees in circles. You might take figure 8s. That can feel really nice. When we're ready, we're going to put both feet back onto the earth. And we're just going to gently wriggle over this way so I don't hit the wall. We're just going to gently rock our knees side to side. So inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, send both knees towards the left. And just relax here, feeling a gentle side body stretch. You might put that left foot over the right knee for a deeper stretch if that feels good for you. Close down your eyes and just notice the sensations, the gentle release. When you're ready, unhook that left foot from that right knee, come back up to center. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, take the knees towards the right. You might hook that right foot over that left knee for a deeper stretch, if that feels good for you. Breathing here. When you're ready, unhook that right foot from that left knee, come back up to center. Walk our heels in back towards our glutes as much as we can. And we're going to pick up our right foot. Flex that foot, flex the toes. And we're just going to place it on our left knee. So this might be more than enough for you. You might really feel this in the glute and hip area. You might just gently guide that knee out with your right hand. Or if you'd like a little more, you can inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, bring that left knee in towards your chest and grab the hands around the thigh. So just flow here with your breath. You'll lengthen on that inhale, and exhale, gently bring that knee in. Keeping the tailbone and the hips on the ground, the shoulder blades down the back. When you're ready, gently release that left foot down. Place this right foot back on the ground. We're going to pick up our left foot, flex the toes, and place that left foot on our right knee. You might just gently guide this knee out here, and you might really feel the difference from one side to another. Your left might be a lot stiffer than your right, and that's completely fine. Just go to wherever feels good. We're here to explore and observe. Our ego got left at the door. So when we're ready, you might bring that right knee in towards your chest. And observe the differences. You might sway side to side. Gently breathe. When you're ready, gently put that foot back down on the ground. Put our left foot back down to join the right. Now we're going to wriggle our soles of the feet together and flop our knees out towards the side, coming into our beautiful reclining butterfly here. So just find where is comfortable for you. You might have the hands out wide. You might have one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. You might even massage the thighs a little bit. Just really noticing the different sensations. So find where feels good for you. I'm just taking one hand on the chest and one hand on my belly. So I can focus back into that beautiful breath of mine. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can notice that surrender on your exhale. Sinking a little bit deeper. Releasing tension in the jaw, the inner thighs, the hips. Inhale, feel that expansion, that growth, that energy. And exhale. Practice letting go. We'll stay here for a few more breaths, finding a beautiful space of rest, relaxation, and release. When you're ready, gently place your hands on the outside of your thighs, guide your knees together. Bring your knees in, give yourself a really nice big hug. You might rock side to side, take circles one more time. You might rock or come up to seated, however feels good for you. And bring our hands together in our chest. And take one deep inhale and arm circle wide, fingers above head and touching. And exhale back to heart center. Namaste.